right, you guys. So I wasn't expecting on talking about the chinless bastard again so soon, but we have to because for those of you who don't know, he is in Vegas. Why, you might ask? Well, he is doing the I think it's Sean Mike Kelly or Sean Michael Kelly, either one. He's doing the Digital Social Hour podcast, and we're going to get into that in just a second. But first, let's talk about what happened tonight. So, yes, he showed up in the same crusty ass suit that he always wears. No surprise there. But for those of you who don't remember, recently Azoulay went to Vegas for a fight where he was mocked and basically laughed out of the arena. People were calling him a PDF from across the arena because for those of you who don't know, Azoulay is a convicted PDF file. He was charged with gang a 15-year-old girl when he was an adult with his brother and his friend. But as I was saying, he went to Vegas where he was called out for this and ultimately got kicked out by the manager.
Hey, bro, I wouldn't give that dude too much play. You know who that is? That guy. Yeah, he said it. Fuck that guy. Fuck that guy. He said it. Fuck that guy. Bro, my boy right here, King David MMA, was on him, screaming it at him.
You fucked a 15-year-old, right? Right?
From over here, he walked over here and he's like, yeah, I am him, but I didn't do it. My boy was gonna crush his clavicle. Yeah, get that fucking guy out of here. Fucking later, bro. Later. No. Fuck you! Die!
So after this, as you can imagine, he was humiliated, especially for a guy like himself, such a wannabe tough alpha. It does a little something to his ego. So after that whole night, he was posting nonstop on the internet, trying to twist the story, acting like he was asked to leave because the other guy, the one who was calling him a PDF, King David, Azoulay was saying that guy was so scared, so afraid for his safety that he asked for Azoulay to leave. Now, that is not what happened at all. And then he started twisting the story, saying that the manager, the woman who kicked him out, Ingrid, ended up getting in trouble for this and she was fired, which never happened. He even played a phone call with the owner of this event that he recorded, but he edited the phone call to make it seem as though the owner was apologizing to him, just completely misrepresented the entire thing.
A couple of weeks ago, I was over in Vegas and an incident happened at a very small organization. They called it the UFC, kicked out King Azoulay. I know it wasn't the UFC. As you guys have seen, I've been to the UFC and I say hi to Dana. I was also with Dana gambling, so it wasn't the UFC. But it was a small organization that invited me to come out and promote them. While I got there was a gentleman, older guy, with another guy, two bald-headed, egg-looking motherfuckers who I didn't know, but obviously they knew who I was. So the old guy said some to me, and that's after I was already there, going around showing the organization and stuff like that. Said hi to the owner, people showing me love, and this guy confronted me about some fake news. So what did I do? Step right into his face and wanted to see what he was gonna do about it. You know what he did? Like a little fucking go to the security and said that he fears for his life. So to please get me out of there.
Yeah, so he came up, tried to shake my hand, say that it's fake news or whatever, that he can prove it wasn't him, that he didn't actually do that. And then that's when my boy Doc Ock, who's familiar with the case, because I wasn't familiar with the case. I'm just going off my dear friend and like, hey man, if you don't like this guy, I don't like this guy. I don't even need to know the details. So that's why I started yelling about you after 15-year-old, because at the time, that's all I knew.
So when the security came and asked me to leave, said that there's a gentleman, a low-life piece of said that he feels threatened for his life. I said, okay. I came to support the organization. Is on the verge of shutting down. They're called Tough Enough. So I'll leave. So all of my boys left with me. Big deal. When you're not wanted somewhere, guess what you do? You leave. I am the king, not them. I came to help. So
he's now misrepresenting what happened in the comment section of his stuff. People are screenshotting it and sending to me. And we'll talk about that in a second. But like that dude, he's so unaware of danger that he doesn't know when he's in danger. I guess he's talking about me. I pissed my pants and I ran and told security to escort him out because I feel threatened. I didn't leave my seat. So it wasn't me talking to anybody, right? I didn't leave my seat when he approached me. I didn't shake his hand. I didn't feel threatened. Even in the event that I was like, if anything, he's fortunate because I had very, very aggressive, violent people who I'm friends with behind me that didn't even know who he was, that literally wanted to stomp him out for even approaching me.
They
like,
they
dude,
didn't even know about his case.
they
Just
didn't
because he
know about
walked
his
up on
case.
you.
They didn't even know what I was saying. They were like, dude, I heard you cussing at somebody. I saw him walk over. Let's stomp him out.
So I had a call with the owner after, and this is what he had to say.
I really appreciate your time and coming to the fights. And again, forgive me for that fucking bullshit. The is not allowed back. We're going back to the girl that was running the floor before her. Okay.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
He said obviously that he's firing the girl who spoke to the security to get me out. And these two egghead looking motherfuckers are not allowed back into the organization, as you heard him speak. And clearly what you guys have seen on the internet isn't that true, because now you know the true story. The little guy didn't do anything except called security. He had the chance. I was right in front of his face. I put my face so close to him, he felt threatened. I would have broken both of their faces right there. But no, there were too many people for that. So just so you guys know the real story, this is exactly what happened.
Now, any normal person after something like this, after such a hoopla, would never show their face again at that event. But Azoulay isn't a normal person, not by a long shot. Instead, what he did was he showed up there tonight at a Tough Enough event because they were having another fight, trying to get back in after being kicked out and told that he was banned basically. He was trying to ask promoters for tickets, and the owner actually had to step in and say, absolutely not, I'm not doing this again. He should know better. But he doesn't know better because this guy's a fucking moron. So, I suspect that he was trying to get let back in so that he could make a video for the internet and post to all of his followers saying, I wasn't kicked out, I was let back in. See, they even apologized to me, whatever. But that didn't happen. Instead, he got laughed at and sent away. Now, the manager who he said was fired was there working that night. And I know this, because I saw photos of her working the event. Just hilarious, the foolery, the buffoonery just never ends with this guy. So then he made his way over to the gambling tables, even though he says that he doesn't gamble. In fact, he says he has never gambled before a day in his life. I guess whatever happens in Vegas stays in Vegas, unless of course you post it on Instagram.
I'll tell you, I just received 2 different deals. To pay me between $250,000 to $500,000 a month. I don't know if I want to share it. I wasn't planning on sharing that, but they want me to show like I'm gambling. And I told them it's not my
David
values.
is playing.
I told him it's not my values. I never gambled in my life.
Yes.
Okay, so let's get into this whole podcast.
So I'm here with King Azoulay,
What's going on, guys?
and we just had a wonderful podcast, great discussion.
Yeah.
We differ in our points of view, but he's invited me officially to go to Israel.
He's gonna come to Israel.
And where are you going to go in Israel with me?
Everywhere.
Armenian Church of the Holy Sepulchre, right?
Wherever you want to go, we'll go.
Okay, we're going to do it.
You're gonna teach me a few things about Israel that I don't know. From your side.
I'm going to teach you some Armenian too. Okay. All right.
Like I said, he went to do the Digital Social Hour. I believe it's Sean Kelly or Sean Mike Kelly, something like that. He owns this podcast, and Azoulay has done it before. He's been on his podcast before. It was actually the one where he was on there saying all that disgusting shit, saying that he had parents in his DMs messaging him, saying that they were saving their underage virgin daughters for him. And this guy, Sean Kelly, the interviewer, didn't give him any pushback. Instead, he was sitting there laughing with him, going along with this whole crazy ass story as if it were some sort of joke.
I used to look and I used to tell people, my dream woman will be a virgin. She will be untouched. She will cook, she will clean, she will take care of a home, she will want children. And since we know to find a virgin is very difficult, so she'll be probably 18 years old. Mm-hmm. And I said that when I was 32. And people told me, but you're too old. You're too old. You're 32. Like, you need to find somebody your age. Mm-hmm. And I go, what? My age? What are you talking about? Why would I find her my age? And today, you wouldn't believe how easy it is. I have fathers who reach out to me and say, I have a daughter I want you to marry. I go, how old is she? They go, she's 17. but she will wait for you. She's in love with you.
Wow.
I'm like, what?
That's
What? Like, what? Is this real? There is mothers who reach out to me and go, I wish my daughter was a few years older, but I'm saving her for you. How old is she? She's 15.
I can't tell if you're joking right now. This is wild.
I'm not joking.
You serious?
I'm not joking. I swear to God.
Wow.
I swear. I have parents hit me up and tell me that they're saving their daughters for me.
Wow. That's assuming the kids aren't lying about being a virgin, though, too.
In order to be a good interviewer, you have to give, pushback. You have to ask challenging questions. You have to ask questions, especially if it's a polarizing figure. You have to ask more difficult questions, okay? Instead of just glazing the shit out of your guests, there's a fine balance, right? But no, this guy was meat riding Azoulay the entire podcast. It was embarrassing. But regardless, so this is the guy that Azoulay went to, Vegas to go on his podcast yet again. And what I find interesting, and actually what stood out to me before I even knew who this guy was, long before I even heard of his name, I had gone onto his YouTube channel, Digital Social Hour, and I noticed his numbers. Okay, obviously his numbers are a little different today, but my point still stands. Okay, so today on his YouTube, he has 1.5 million subscribers, but check out the views on these videos. We have 123 views, but this video was posted 10 hours ago, so let's go a little further. 490 views, 2.2 thousand views, 4,000 views, 411 views, 340 views, 416 views. I mean, this is great. 1,000 views. This is insane, you guys. For a channel that has over 1 million subscribers, there is no reason why you should have, less than 1,000 views on your videos is crazy. And he has multiple videos in like the hundreds. So something fishy is going on here, obviously. It stood out to me right away, but I hadn't seen his other socials. I hadn't seen his Instagram or anything. So the other day when I opened up Instagram and noticed that I was tagged in this video, I was immediately very interested. This video is by a creator named Goob U2, and I'm gonna play it for you because I just want you guys to see how crazy this is.
This is a cautionary tale that you can't just trust any asshole with the microphone. Sean Mike Kelly, welcome to the show. So today we welcome Sean Mike Kelly. He owns a podcast called Digital Social Hour, 11.2 million followers. Wow. Now I'm a guy who likes reality. I see things for what they are, and I just kind of tell the truth. So Sean, if you're watching this is the hard and painful truth, and you did all this to yourself. Sean's got quite the racket going. He has a podcast. He invites guests on the podcast by reaching out to them via DM. Something like this. Hey, we're the #1 marketing podcast in the US. We want to invite you on the show. Quick aside there, you're not #1. You're in the fucking 90s usually. But when their guest accepts, they send them this questionnaire. Very normal questions in the questionnaire. What's your name? What's your email address? But at the bottom, if you're selected, there's a non-refundable $6,000 appearance fee that you have to pay to Sean to be on his show. Okay, sweet. So you paid him the $6,000, you traveled out to him, you filmed this podcast with 350,000 views. One problem. There's no comments and 350,000 people saw it? Here's another one with 350-some thousand. Let's see the comments there. They're all fake bot comments from Indian accounts? But wait, his podcast is topping the charts. Let's look at the reviews. All of these reviews are from spam accounts. Look at the names. All of them. Look at the names. Nearly 1,000 reviews with bullshit names like this. If you look up his Social Blade, he was buying nearly 1 million followers a week for like 10 weeks in a row. And that's why there's no real comments or reviews.
So yeah, like this Sean Kelly guy is just such a fugazi ass lame. But I mean, are we surprised? This is somebody who hangs out with convicted PDFs like Bend Over, and even if they don't hang out, just the simple fact that he is sitting down for over an hour podcast with Ben, not giving him any pushback, not like questioning him on anything, just glazing the living shit out of him, knowing what he did, knowing what he was convicted of is crazy. Tells you everything you need to know about what kind of person this guy is. But you do you, I guess. Now, this wouldn't be a Vegas trip without a hotel room tour where Bend Over is showing off his hotel as if, he's Bill Gates or something. First of all, I've been to Vegas many times, okay? There are always deals on suites. In fact, there are entire apps dedicated to giving you discounted rates on hotel rooms. So this really isn't the flex he thinks it is. But, as he is prancing around the room, he is explaining to us how much better life is when you have money. And I would agree with that statement. However, However, it's very ironic coming from somebody who on government documents is shown to only be making $4,000 a month, and the majority of that coming from family members, including his mom. But, you know, go off, Queen, I guess.
All the young men out there that think that money doesn't matter, let me tell you something. Money does matter, because when I'm staying at the top floor at the Fontainebleau, spending $2,000 a night just to be in a multiple bedroom penthouse, this beautiful suite. See that? You got your own bar, you got your own table, got your own living room, bedrooms. When I stay here, you get $15 chocolates on the house. I eat up all their chocolates because I love chocolate. When you have money, guys, I'm telling you, life is just so much better. See, for some of you guys that don't know, I have a sweet tooth, and I love it. As you've seen how much I eat donut and bullshit like that right before my fight. Sugar is literally the root of all evil. I stay away from sugar.
At all costs? What's that?
It's got foam, and it's a double espresso shot.
It's not a sugar-free latte?
No lattes here. They're all double espressos. So when you have money, your life really changes, because women don't give a damn about how you look. Me looking like a G, that's just a bonus. That isn't what they're looking for. I love when people say to me, "Yo, King, muscles aren't everything." How would you know? You don't have any muscles. Like, you don't have it to be able to even say it. How would you know? You don't know. So why are you even talking? You know, knowing how to fight doesn't mean anything. You don't know how to fight. You don't know how it feels to be able to absolutely annihilate every man on the planet. You don't know. So how about you shut the fuck up? Once you're past the age of 30, women just care about money. And as you see, these young ones as well, in their early 20s, also only care about money. What do they want? Oh, they see me on social media. I got the Rolls Royce. I'm flying in a private jet. I'm in a suite over at the Fontainebleau. Oh, I go buy some stuff at Louis Vuitton. I eat expensive chocolate. They message me. I don't even have to message anybody. Of course, I could message a Q1 if I see it. I'm like, this one caught my eye. And she'll message back. If she wouldn't message me back, who the hell would she message back, right? So I want you to understand that money is everything. For me, I personally will never go pay for sex, and I will never go be with a woman who looks at me for the money that I have. And lately, I've noticed that a lot of men are forgetting what hard work is all about. I didn't wake up in the morning and someone just gave me money. No, I went to work. I worked in sales. I got my ass beat until I became the best salesman, became a business owner, then became an investor. Then from there, real estate developer, venture capitalist, inventor, making my own products. Guys, it doesn't end, but you have to start somewhere. For the young men out there that believe that something will just fall out of the sky for them, I want you to know it's not. No one's coming to save you. You have to save yourself. This is why I'm here, because every single day I teach you and I show you that motivation out the window. It's all about determination, willpower, and the strength of God. And of course, there's some luck to it as well, right? If God sees you working hard, He'll want you to be lucky.
Anyways, you guys, there you have it. Thank you so much for watching. Please like this video if you liked it, subscribe if you want to subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Take care.